Juan Mendez Scott's Sada. Chapter 8. You Better Fucking End It. As I sat in the opulent yet unsettlingly silent living room of our mansion, the heavy curtains billowed slightly with the evening breeze, reminiscent of the storm brewing outside. Sergio, a man visibly torn and defeated, stepped into the room, his presence like a dark cloud in the already stormy atmosphere. Sergio, you look like you've seen a ghost. What's wrong? I asked, my voice a mixture of concern and suspicion. Did you do what I asked you to do? There was a long pause. Sergio, I know you hear me talking to you. It's about Sada. What about Sada? Did you do what I asked you to do? I can't. I couldn't end it, he stammered, his face a canvas of worry and defeat. You couldn't end it? After everything we've discussed? I couldn't hide the sharp edge of betrayal in my voice. I tried, Rhandi, I swear. But she's got a hold on me, I guess. Sergio's voice was barely a whisper, drowned in his own storm of emotions. The room, already heavy with luxurious decor, felt suffocating as anxiety, frustration, and fear seeped in like a fog. You've got to be kidding me, Sergio. After all the promises, I said. I demanded answers, my heart racing with a mix of disbelief and fury. I know I've messed up. But it's not that simple with her, Sergio said, his eyes pleading for understanding. How is it not simple? You end it. That's it, I said, struggling to keep my voice steady. She's threatened me, Rhandi. She said she'd ruin us if I left her, he said, confessing to me more of Sada's bullshit threats, his voice trembling with fear. So, you're just going to let her control you? Control us? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I needed Sergio to sever ties with Sada, but his confession brought a new layer of complication. Sergio, you have to cut her off. It's the only way, I said, insisting that he break things off with Sada, trying to sound more confident than I felt. I want to, Rhandi, I really do. But she's made threats, serious threats, Sergio admitted, his face cracking with fear. What kind of threats? What could she possibly do? I asked, although a part of me feared the answer. She's unpredictable, Rhandi. She could do anything, he warned, his voice laced with dread. Sergio, I might have to step in and handle this myself, I said, feeling a surge of anger and determination. No, Rhandi, you can't. It's too risky. She's that dangerous, Sergio said, his fear palpable. Am I supposed to just sit back and watch her destroy our lives? I asked, my frustration boiling over. I don't know, Rhandi. I just don't know, Sergio said, his helplessness infuriating me further. I vowed then and there, with a mix of anger and determination. I will not let her ruin us, Sergio. I'll put an end to her interference, one way or another. Rhandi, please. This could get out of hand, Sergio cautioned, but his words only fueled my resolve. We're past the point of being careful, Sergio. She's pushed us into a corner, I said, my voice steely. Sergio, how could you let it get this far? How could you not handle this? I questioned, my disbelief turning to anger. I was afraid of what she might do. Her threats. They're so real, Sergio said, explaining it all to me, his voice laden with fear. No. You let fear paralyze you, and now we're in this mess, I said, my words sharp as knives. I know, Rhandi. I'm sorry. I just couldn't see a way out, he said, his eyes downcast. We need to consider the possibility that her threats are more than just words, I said, the reality of the situation dawning on me. If she's capable of what she's threatened, we could be in real danger. Sergio said, his voice trembling. What if she's not bluffing? What if she actually acts on her threats? I said aloud, a sense of dread settling in. It was giving me something to think about. We have to be careful, Rhandi. We can't underestimate her, Sergio said, his eyes wide with fear. I'm realizing now that this might be far more dangerous than just a simple affair, I said, a chilling realization washing over me. We're dealing with something we might not be able to control, Sergio added, his voice barely above a whisper. I got up and walked over to my husband, looking dead into his eyes, dead serious. I said, let me tell you something, dear husband of mine. He looked scared enough to piss on himself. I'm carrying enough money, God damn it, in my purse right now, let alone my bank, to control any fucking thing I want to control. Do you understand me? He lifted his head and said, Rhandi, you know good and well I understand. Then you take your ass right back over there, I said. And you tell that little snot-nosed bitch that it's not a goddamn thing she can ever control over me. Understand? Yes, baby, I understand, he said. And you take your ass back over there, and you better fucking end it, once and for all. Do you fucking understand me, Sergio? He looked at me and gave me half a nod. Yes. Yes, what? Yes, I understand. I made sure he studied my vicious stare. Now go, before that little bitch pisses me off some more.